Well said.
Check.
Here, Leonard's made the straight draw on the turn. McGill now has top pair.
8,000.
Yeah, well, this is the problem with playing too defensively. You let your opponent, catch up and
22,000.
make the best hand against you. Now Leonard makes his first play of the night.
14.
Okay, check raising with just a semi-bluff with an open-end straight draw with one card to come. Very risky play here.
It sure is. He's check raised the chip leader with
Right.
not much of a hand. Well, McGill will be thinking he can only beat a bluff, I guess.
Yeah, well, because, Ken has played so tight, it makes it a very, it puts McGill in a very tough position here. He has no kicker. He's thinking, what can I beat? The problem for Ken actually is there are draws out there. There's two clubs. There's a possible flush draw, a possible straight draw. So I think that is going to
2 total.
cause McGill to call this hand.
Well, McGill looks like he's thinking about re-raising. I guess he can
What
afford
a great play. What a
to
great
get more
play that would be.
information.
Right? I mean, that would be a tremendous play.
Oh, my.
It would make it a very difficult position for Ken Leonard, but he does just flat call.
Yeah, it was a threat bet, wasn't it? It was
Yeah.
just showing Ken. In case Ken forgot
Right.
how many chips McGill had, he was just letting
right.
him remember.
It's a bluff to see it, to hopefully get a check on the river is what it was. Now let's see if Ken Leonard continues with the bluff or
Oh
if he
my.
gives it up.
Oh, my.
22,000.
This is tricky.
Very tricky. The pot, though, when he bet the 22,000 was 52,000. So now it's up to 74,000. McGill getting over 3-1 to make this call, and I think he's going to make it. There's too many draws that miss. There's a flush draw that missed. Yep, and he does. He makes the call.
Right you are, Kenna. Ken Leonard. First play he's made the entire heat. And
Yep.
he caught McGill calling.
Right. Well, it's a problem here because Ken has played such a patient game. He waited to make the play, but he made he may have made the right play at the wrong time.
Big stacks of McGill. I mean, having a huge chip lead like that, it gives you freedom to make some speculative plays and
It's
calls.
so much fun. I can't tell you how much fun it is to be the chip leader. You can be out there dancing around, making bluffs, no fear. Nobody on the table can bust you. You're getting pocket kings every hand.
That's
Well, every other hand. He had half of them there.
Raised to 12,000 total.
Blinds are 3,000 and 6,000 now, so this raise
Right.
from Finney only double the bet.
I like that because he can get away with, he can get away from a re-raise without committing too many chips. Now, Ken Leonard in a very tough spot here on a short stack with ace-jack. This is a very tough decision for Ken Leonard. He's played a solid game to this point, but, I think the jig is up. I think he's got to go for it here.
It's raise and a re-raise to him.
It is, but they're positional raise. It's a raise on the button and a re-raise from the small blind. So that's to his advantage. Can he pull the trigger?
He's going to have a think about it. It is a call for his tournament, and there's enough money in there, I imagine, Kenna, so that Ken knows no matter what he does, if he puts the chips
Right.
in, he's going to have to see 5 cards.
Right. It's a key decision for Ken Leonard, and he makes the right decision and puts a chip in the pot. That's the professional in him. You reach down, your gut tells you have the best hand, and you take a stand.
It's the difference between a good player and a champion, isn't it? The champions get the tough
Absolutely.
decisions right.
Yes, and Ken Leonard gets this one right. He's now a 3-1 favorite over Nichols ace-9.
Yeah, Leonard all in, but as you say, barring the unfortunate accidents, and we've seen them tonight.
Oh, and there's another one. Incredible. Incredible. I mean, he's in disbelief, as you can see.
All of a sudden, Leonard goes from 3-1 favorite to about 7-1 against.
Incredible turn of events. And so many times you see this. When a player makes a mistake, it's almost like the poker gods punish them, even though they make a superior play later on.
Still a jack in the deck. 3 of them, in fact.
That's right,
For Ken Leonard.
He's going to need one of them right here, Jesse, with only one card to come. Can he do it as we go to the river?
Another 9.
Wow.
Well, Kenny, you said he can only do what the cards will allow you. The cards allowed Leonard very little there.
Well, the big names are falling fast tonight. Ian Fraser already gone, and now Swedish star Ken Leonard is out. He's talking to Jesse and Kenna.
We're joined by Ken Leonard, who just went out in 4th. Ken, that last hand, you made a call of championship caliber and not really rewarded.
Well, I feel sick about myself because I have great tells both on John to my left and on Tony to my right. I read them perfectly. And then I bluffed him anyway, John, so I really want to kick myself in the ass for bluffing when I knew he had something.
Why did you make the move with the semi-bluff on the turn out of position against the chip leader?
Because I knew he had nothing on the flop. I was 100% sure of that.
Right.
And then I made an open-ended straight draw.
Right.
And then he bet, and I thought maybe he has something now. But I went on to check raise anyway because it's a strong move, and I had many outs in case he called. Unfortunately, he called, and then I don't know.
Right.
I probably maybe should have checked instead and saved some more ammunition.
Any predictions for the final 3?
Yeah, John is walking on water. He's unbeatable.
Yeah, sometimes it's like that, you know. Sometimes it's like that.
Some days, the winner is set in stone. Still 3 left, though.
Yeah.
This plays almost like a sort of a cash game and not a tournament in a sense at this stage. I mean, the short stack still
Right.
has
Pass.
well over 20 big blinds.
Yep. This is going to be a battle of fortitude and experience, savvy.
18,000 total.
I'm all in.
Re-raised or
Wow,
sold?
Finney, very
Look at
strong
this.
move. He got away with this before.
Right, but he might be dipping his hand in the cookie jar once too often. Now, this makes it very difficult, though. He puts McGill in a very difficult position because, you know, ace-4 is not a hand to defend with. You know, does he want to give up his chip position here and risk that Finney is on a move? Because that's really the only thing he can beat. And if he does run into an ace-bigger kicker, he's drawing dead at 3-1, he feels, or very bad, if not dead.
Yeah.
So I think this is a great move by Finney. He makes plays at the right time.
He does, doesn't he? I mean,
He is shrewd.
McGill is ahead, but see,
Right.
most of the hands that he has in bad shape, he's still only 6-4 favorite.
That's right. That's right. So if he does get called, he's not going to be in bad shape. But, you know, he hasn't used the play too often to where his opponents are going to suspect that he's stealing. And especially he hasn't used it against McGill, this particular opponent. So I think he's going to get away with it once again. I don't see McGill pulling the trigger and calling here. It's just too many chips to call.
Pass.
Yep. Another great play by Finney. He's really playing some poker there, Jesse.
Well spotted, well said. I mean, it's classic no-limit hold'em, isn't it? Because Finney's chips, they appear to be at risk because they're in the center. But in actual fact, he hasn't put them at risk, has he? Three-way.
Pass.
The rocky waters for these
Oh.
two. Limp in
No
by
raise.
Dave Finney. And right now it's Nichols in the lead with the king.
Wow. Huh? There go the bells. There go the fireworks.
Check.
3 kings.
They've checked.
Nichols,
And that might be a tell. That's the most animated check we've seen
and he's now made a full
from
house.
Dave Finney.
Well,
Oh, now it's just huge. It's here we go. The Royal Shakespeare Company is coming out.
6,000.
You wonder if some hands are too big to bet.
Give it to him.
Pass.
Oh, is that all? Yeah, and he's giving it to you.
I didn't have much.
And he's giving it to you.
Where was you?
Oh, there's a lot of key.
First time you got raised.
Mm-hmm.
Finney on the button.
Pass.